Koenigsegg are a brand known for their lunacy, and it's fair to say that pretty much any car you look at proves that. You've got, big 2,000 horsepower four-door saloons in the form of the Gamera, insane downforce in the form of the Jesco, and of course a car that could possibly break the world speed record for production cars, the absolute Jesco. So what would happen if Koenigsegg, the brand who lost their marbles a while ago and is making everyone happy about that, what if they went racing? Well, maybe they would perhaps take the standard CC series car and pump it up a little bit. Maybe make it look exactly like this CCGT, because that's exactly what they did. The CCGT, Koenigsegg's biggest what if, because what if Koenigsegg went racing? This could have happened. The CCGT was designed to go into GT1 racing. In fact, there is one singular CCGT GT1 that was sold recently for millions. But it never got the chance. Koenigsegg actually didn't manage to make it into the race series in time before it shut down. Which is really sad. But, unfortunately, it gets worse when you realise that this is essentially a neutered Koenigsegg. See, Koenigsegg's biggest strength is their ability, or inability, in fact, to play by the rules. They just quite simply stick a middle finger up at them, laugh at them, and then go and make their insane and wonderful creations. But to go racing, you have to follow rules. There's no two ways about it. Unless you're to perhaps, make your own race series. Or there's Group B, but that turned out to be lethal, so that went well. Anyway, point is, this is a Koenigsegg that had to play by the rules. It had to basically step into line. And that's not a good thing. 806 horsepower is how the original engine was. But thanks to a restrictor plate, it's restricted all the way down to 600. Yeah. No. That's just not on. So you get these extreme race car visuals and yes, how much horsepower does it have over the already insane 800 horsepower lunatic CCX? And then you realise it's actually 200 horsepower down. We've seen this before in before in terms of the channel, after chronologically in terms of real life. With the 488 Pista versus the 488 Challenge Stradale. No, not Challenge Stradale, GT3. But yeah, this is the neutered Koenigsegg. A car that not only got essentially no chance at having a fair play in the racing series because it was shut down, but was also neutered and made sensible, which is quite frankly the agonising rust on what would otherwise be a brilliant razor. Razor sharp as well, like most Koenigsegg's should be. Because, a Koenigsegg should be lethal, and none of them prove that more than the CC series. This one's got that massive rear wing and splitter, plus a little body kit. And this is an actually functional body kit, so it will keep the car stuck to the ground. Which of course it needs less of, considering the fact that it's down 200 horsepower. I hate the fact that this is down 200 horsepower. What I really want to see, right, is Koenigsegg revisit the CC series, not like they did with the CC850, but do it for this, and make a CC series with the CCXR engine. That's 1,100 horsepower. Finally give this car, this brilliant athlete, with a weak heart, a proper strong one. Give it a heart transplant. It fits it. Fortunately, in dealership Tycoon, this thing is not neutered. This thing still has a quite frankly enormous set of bollocks. It's also got a really strong heart, and a powerful one as well. This thing is quick. No doubt about it. For £30 million, which is, well, it's as much as the LVM was when it was new, and it was several more than the VGT was when it was new. But yes, this thing is strong. Slightly slower than them in terms of top speed, only 394 miles an hour, but much quicker in acceleration, supposedly. Honestly, at this speed though, you can barely tell. There's milliseconds in it, and no human is able to tell milliseconds. Unless you are, in which case write to me, or Discord me, or WhatsApp. Actually, no, WhatsApp. Don't WhatsApp me. I'm not giving out my phone number. Cornering, however, that's an interesting one. At high speeds, on the, on like the highway and stuff, this thing is terrible, handling-wise. The back tries to step out all the time, you get this annoying dip whenever you turn, it's infernal. But in these twisty mountain roads, surprisingly enough, this thing feels properly sharp. Like a Lotus Elise, with a jet engine in the back. Wait, that's just the rocket car in GTA. But point still stands, this thing is a rocket ship, but also has a lovely chassis and suspension. Suspension feels just right here, nice and supple without being too stiff, but without being sloppy. But also it has that chassis which is nice and pliant. Not stiff, it can certainly cope with the bends, and not constantly have cocked wheels and jaggedness. But yeah, it's lovely, it's silky smooth, and it flows. What a wonderful thing. Now, I mentioned that it's got a nice, pliant chassis, but I have just got stuck. Okay, let's try that one again. Will the lost race car find its home at the circuit? Hopefully. I mean, judging from everything else that we've seen in this review, definitely. Let's find out. Here we go. Here's the countdown. And off we go. Powerful. And speedy. Brake. Aha, there we go. I thought I'd cocked it up, but it actually gave me a nice little angle through the corner, so didn't all go to waste. Brake. Brake. Oh, shit. Don't go on the grass with this thing. You don't get any steering at all. 28.65. I'm going to say, I think that's a record. Like a lap record in general, but let's head over to the spreadsheet of wonderfulness to find out. As you can see, it's right there on the bottom. And as you can also see, it beats the competition in everything. Including with that 28.75 lap that we've just seen on the circuit. Even in the off-road it's succeeding. Which is, credit where credit's due, very impressive. But it's also the most expensive car here. I still think it's worth it. Because I've had a lot of fun in this car. A lot of fun. So yes. While this Koenigsegg CCGT is on sale, buy it. And you will enjoy it. Because, best of all, it makes you happy that one of the motoring world's biggest missed opportunities has finally been given a chance to shine, even if it isn't real. So on that lovely bombshell, I will see you all across the week with both CDT and Dealership Tycoon reviews. CDT's probably going to put in one of its most controversial updates later. Look forward to that. Oh god.